You know, in the incredibly high-stakes world of pharmaceuticals, there's this one principle that's just so fundamental. It's the absolute backbone of safety and quality. Some people call it an unwritten rule, but the funny thing is, it's written down everywhere. So let's dive into what that really means.
And here it is, this one sentence. This is pretty much the most important rule for any regulatory authority out there. It is stark, it's absolute, and honestly, it sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. If you don't have a record of it, then in the eyes of an auditor, it just never happened. The stakes really are that high.
So why this obsession with writing everything down? Well, it's because documentation is the very bedrock of any pharmaceutical quality management system, or QMS. Seriously, without it, the whole system it falls apart.
Okay, this slide right here gets to the absolute heart of it. Just think about a critical step in making a medicine. You need it done the exact same way every single time, right? It doesn't matter if it's Tuesday and one person is doing it, or Friday and someone else is on the job. Documentation is the only way you can guarantee that consistency. It basically removes chance and human guesswork from the equation. And that leads us to the real philosophy behind this whole process. See, it's not just about creating a paper trail for the sake of it. It's about building a fortress of knowledge for the entire organization. Let's take a look at how that actually works.
This definition just nails it, doesn't it? I mean, you could have the most experienced, most brilliant expert on your team, but what happens when they go on vacation? Or what if they leave the company? Documentation takes all of that priceless knowledge out of one person's head and turns it into a permanent, reliable asset that belongs to everyone. It's how you turn what one person knows into something the whole company owns.
So how do you actually capture and systemize all this knowledge? Well, it's done through a pretty specific set of tools. Think of it like a family of documents, and each one has a really critical role to play. These right here, these are the workhorses of the quality management system. Your SOPs, those are the detailed step-by-step instructions. Then you've got records and logbooks, which are the daily proof of what actually got done. And things like batch records, they tell the entire life story of a specific batch of medicine, from the very beginning to the very end. Every single one is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
And here's the bottom line. All of these documents, they're all designed to answer three simple but really powerful questions for any task. What are we doing? How exactly do we do it? And maybe most importantly, how do we record that it was done right? There's just no room for confusion.
Now, when you follow these principles, you end up creating a really clear divide. It's like there are two totally different realities, and it all depends on how well you handle your documentation. So let's look at the huge contrast between the world of good documentation and the chaos of poor documentation. On the left, you've got a world of order, right? Work is consistent, errors go way down, and if something does go wrong, you can easily trace who did what and when. Investigations are straightforward, and audits, well, they become a moment of confidence, not dread. But then you look at the right side. That's where the nightmares live. Missing entries, backdating records, scribbling over things. These are the exact issues that will get you into trouble. And more importantly, they put the quality of the product itself at risk. And this is the ultimate test. It's the gold standard. Good documentation means that anyone, should be able to pick up the records for a batch of medicine made 6 months ago and understand its entire story. Every step, every check, every signature, all without having to hunt down a single person to ask what happened. The documents have to speak for themselves. You know, it's pretty easy to think that all of this is just about passing inspections and satisfying the auditors. But its true purpose is so much deeper than that. It's about building a system of trust that you can actually verify. This brings us to a really interesting kind of philosophical question. Can a skilled, dedicated team make a high-quality product without writing every little thing down?
And the answer might actually surprise you. No, it's not impossible to create quality. A talented person can absolutely do their job perfectly without documenting it. But, and this is the most important but you'll hear today,
and there you have it. That's the final, most critical takeaway. Documentation isn't really about creating the quality in the first place. It's about proving that the quality is there, consistently, verifiably, and without a shadow of a doubt. In an industry that is built entirely on trust, proof is literally everything. So the question isn't just, was it done right? The real question is, can you prove it was done right every single time?